I feel like I've never done more for my child, but I still feel stuck in the same place. This was what a mom said when she mentioned in a phone consultation a few weeks back. Now, this mom had been to countless doctors and specialists, filled numerous prescriptions, and even explored various holistic and biomedical therapies, but nothing seemed to work. It can be so hard as a parent when you're questioning if there's something you're missing, especially when you're working so hard at it. And the truth is, this mom I talked to isn't alone. So many parents out there feel this way about getting to the bottom of their child's health struggle. But what if the real key to unlocking optimal potential and healing for your child isn't doing more, but it's prioritizing the order and the sequence of what you're doing to make the most impact? In fact, when you find the right order of healing that aligns with the exact pathway or the exact sequence of stress that caused them to get sick in the first place, you will make the most impact. This allows you to do less while also accomplishing more for your goals. Now, this video is for parents who feel stuck in an endless cycle of doctor's visits, medications, therapies, yet they still struggle to see that lasting improvement in their child's health and development. Now, in this video, we'll dive into the often overlooked link between the nervous system regulation and the overall health, and how prioritizing right interventions at the right time could be the paradigm shift that your family needs to thrive. Now, I'd like to start off this video with a little bit of a stat. Did you know that 2 in 5 children in the United States now suffer from a chronic health condition? From allergies to asthma to ADHD to autism, the rates of pediatric disorders have absolutely skyrocketed in recent decades. Now, despite advances in medicine and an ever-growing array of treatment options, many families find themselves trapped in this frustrating cycle of trial and error, and then they see minimal lasting results. Now, that's why we want to talk about finding the root cause neurologically. It might sound so simple, but accomplishing less is more with your child's health is all about starting with the basics in the beginning developmentally. Now, the sequence of what happens first can make all the difference as stress accumulates throughout development, physically and emotionally. And this is why we look to one factor that is often overlooked by most traditional pediatricians and practitioners along your child's healing journey: nervous system regulation and vagus nerve function. Now, the nervous system is the master controller of the body, coordinating every major system and keeping everything working in harmony. When the nervous system becomes dysregulated and out of balance, it can wreak havoc on your child's health, shutting down and altering gut function, gross motor coordination, immune system function, and inflammation. Especially if your child struggles with sleep, digestion, sensory processing, and behavior issues, these are common signs of nervous system dysregulation, and that can include sleep disturbances, gut and stomach problems, frequent respiratory and immune challenges, gross and fine motor movements, sensory overload, and behavioral problems such as tantrums and meltdowns. So how can you find out if your child has nervous system dysregulation or vagus nerve dysfunction? The first place to look within the basics of neurophysiological function: sleeping, eating, digestion, staying healthy, regulating emotions, sensory processing abilities. If your child struggles in any of those areas, it can be a red flag that their nervous system may be out of balance. What causes nervous systems to get so off track in the first place? Why is this dysregulation a thing? We usually find that there's a majority of stress that affects all people, but especially kids, in a 3-step sequence. Now, often with newborns, we see a high stress, often high risk pregnancy in that fetal development period. Now, then we see birth intervention, birth trauma, forceps use, vacuum, C-section, induction, breech, cord wrap birth, anything, especially with traction of the neck with that distension of the cervical spine. Then we see, as that baby gets older, we see early exposure to antibiotics, whether it be ear infections or other things, other medications and other toxins with formula or food. Now, when all these challenges accumulate, we call it the perfect storm. And this is why many of the symptoms children experience seem interconnected. They all start from the same place very early in development. We want to get into a little bit about how the nervous system allows you to focus on doing less therapy while accomplishing more goals. Put simply, the nervous system is the boss. It starts to develop in utero first, And the way God designed our entire body and overall health to function is that the brain and the nervous system must be fully regulated and operational in order for other vital organs and functions to be as well. Gut health, immune system function, endocrine and hormonal health, and gross and fine motor movement, the muscles are all controlled by coordinated first and foremost by the nervous system. When the nervous system gets derailed and off track developmentally, so will everything else downstream. And this is why nearly every child struggling with chronic neurodevelopmental conditions like autism also struggle with digestive problems, a weakened immune response, gross and fine motor challenges, sensory processing difficulties. It's multi-spectrum and multi-dimensional of the challenges. A struggling nervous system will compound these problems. In contrast, an adaptable and efficient central nervous system allows children to conquer growth and development with ease and not be bogged down by all these external stressors coming in, no matter whether it's from social stress, from screen time, to chemicals in our food our kids want to eat. There's no escaping the stress that the world brings at us. Even if we do our absolute best to clean up our environment for our kids, it can be nearly impossible to perfect it from every angle. So as parents, we feel like we're working so hard for our child to say yes to anything that it looks like it could help, but progress could be slow, as it's not nearly as efficient or effective as making their own systems more adaptable through a fully well-regulated and operational nervous system. And that's the whole point. Less is more. It's as simple as it sounds, that sequence matters most. Each individual form of natural, holistic, integrative care is amazing and can help when the nervous system is adaptable and resilient. But what if we could unlock something within your child's brain and body to ensure that everything on the natural healing list could even work as a supercharged, therapy? That's the power of focusing on the nervous system first. The first step is uniquely measuring nervous system function. Now, at 3T Family Chiropractic, we use an incredible piece of technology called the Neurological Insight Scans that accurately assess the health and function of the central nervous system. This lets us centralize what we can give us the most progress neurologically with the least amount of healing effort. A true batting order of what your child needs first to get momentum back in their health. If the nervous system is off track and dysregulated, it's easy for parents to question if something's missing, even if all the hard work you're already doing. If you feel trapped in the cycle of doing more, let's dive deeper into the nervous system, allowing you to do less to accomplish more progress. We're here for you. Feel free to give us a call. We can set up a clarity call where you talk to me directly and we can discuss if this might be something that was worth looking into for your family.